shit's in my face. What's really good, ladies and gentlemen? It's the OG Boricua Dandada. I had to take my glasses off because I got a mean glare coming in. I don't want a headache talking on this podcast. It's the OG Boricua Dandada, aka Chef. I got muffins. It was a weird.
Hey, don't forget. Before he starts, Happy New Year to everybody.
Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year's. Hope everything was blessed. I slept good that night because I was already in bed by a couple of minutes before midnight, and I forgot about it. Oh shit, I forgot about the thing. So it was about 1 before my parents, they came and gave me a kiss goodnight, and my nephew, all that kind of shit. So yeah, whatever. So yeah, but Happy New Year to everybody. We are back. Don't forget to follow us on Urban Wrestling Network. The supporting things on the bottom. We're tag us on everything that you see. So we're back. It's gonna be. Everybody says it's going to be a big year, but we won't say that. We're just going to show you that.
Wait, hold on. You know what? It is a big year. Let me explain to you why.
I hate people say that.
No. Wait, hold on. It is for us. It is. Right off the rip, it is. So listen.
Just show it and say it.
Hold on. So, Happy New Year, no question. God bless everybody. I'm glad you're still here because New Year's could be a crazy time, and it's right. But we hit subscribers. That's huge.
Oh, yes.
Us, right?
Yes.
So everybody that's hit that subscribe button, we want to say thank you because it means a lot to us. We put a lot of time into this, and we
hit the 1,000 mark. Yes. Real subscribers.
I'm gonna show my eyes real quick. So
real subscribers.
Yeah. No paid shit. I took my little shades off just to say thank you because I want you to understand how much we appreciate it. We put a lot of time into this. We show all the respect when we do this. We don't shit on nobody. We don't air nobody out. We don't do the drama and the clickbait shit. We try to do this shit and to promote people of all different cultures to come up, and this is how we do it. So 2026 is huge for us as of getting that 1K mark. We hit it. We didn't beg nobody. So we appreciate every single person that subscribed to this. If you're still watching or not, thank you. Appreciate it. I'm gonna put these back on because this glare is crazy. But I want to start off with some Stranger Things. Not the show itself. Monday Night Raw.
Well, first of all, Chef, just to let you know, because I know you're gonna get mad at me. I never seen an episode of Stranger Things. So, I don't get the hype. I don't understand why it took 5 years to finish the last 2 seasons. It makes no sense to me. I don't never cut the hype. Never seen not even 1 second of anything of Stranger Things. So.
Listen, I'm a big Stranger Things fan. Dustin is my favorite character. Eddie was cool. So listen, I'm not even talking Stranger Things, but WWE had mentioned that Monday Night Raw was going to have a Stranger Things influence to it, right? So somebody like me, who I love super gimmicky events, right? Like one of my favorite all-time pay-per-views is Halloween Havoc. Not WWE Halloween Havoc, WCW Halloween Havoc, where you had all the tombstones and smoke, and it loved that shit, right? So in my head, I'm like, they have the partnership with Netflix, straight the most watched show of all times, right? And that number has came out. And WWE being the mecca of wrestling, I expect no shortage of cinematic shit, right? Give me Halloween Havoc on steroids. No, this just felt like a regular Monday Night Raw with a little bit of tribute, and that was it. And I was like, you know what? I'm disappointed because Muffins is the wrestling guy who sends me everything, and I'm like, cool, I'll look at it. I made it a point to watch because I'm a Stranger Things person. And this is the letdown I get. So thank you, WWE, for putting on a shit event. I'm not saying the wrestling was terrible, but if you're going to say it's going to have influence of Stranger Things, give me the upside down. If you don't give me that, or you don't give me Demigorgons running around and shit like that, it's not that. You didn't even give me Hawkins. My bad, bro.
Well, no, like I said, I've never seen Stranger Things. I don't get the hype. I never did. So, but like you mentioned, the collaboration between WWE, Stranger Things, Netflix, I'm thinking, like you mentioned, it's going to be something big. It's going to be something crazy because it's Netflix, WWE, TKO. They're going to go insane. They're going to do something. I saw bits and pieces of the show, but I actually wanted to see the main event between Braun Breaker and CM Punk. Nothing happened that was out of the ordinary. No. It was just a regular episode. For being hyped like it was just a regular Monday Night Raw episode. Even to the point that the main event was a humongous letdown. It's like they built CM Punk instead of building Braun Breaker. They just, the Vision kept interrupting, but he kept fighting the Vision off. Braun Breaker's gonna go for the spear or whatever. This dude hits him with like a high kick leg, knee high or whatever, and that's how he kills him. And I'm like, hey, like that's it? Like, dude, like really? Like, wow. So I didn't see the big hype about it. The thing is, to me, New Japan or wrestling, and they had their Wrestle Kingdom was way better than Raw put in on Monday. But we'll talk about that later. But then last night's show on NXT was way better than Monday night show. And then you kind of sit there going like, damn, your AAA company did better than your Monday night flagship company. Matches wise, all the stuff that was going on. And I'll go through some things here. Nothing small, nothing big. But, you had Thea Hale, who's the women's champion. She gets jumped before the show starts by Blake Monroe, right? Because she's supposed to defend the title against Blake Monroe. So now there's no title match now. So Blake gets kicked out of the show. And then Ava tells Thea that, you have the night off, blah, blah, blah. Thea said, no, I'm a fighting champion. I'm going to do this, okay? So then Tatum Paxley against AC Dane. So Tatum Paxley beat AC Dane. So you think now that feud is over with. All right, we're going to move on. So then you got Jessie Jane against Kendra Gray for the women's championship. Jessie Jane won. Okay, so you see the pattern already going down. How things are going to stay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So then Thea Hill goes out. She's saying, I'm going to have an open women's title. Anybody who gets to the ring first gets the title match. Now, this is what pisses me off here. So now you've seen 15 running females running to the ring, trying to get into the ring. You only see 2 refs run around them and get in front of them and do the lock thing. You mean to tell me 2 refs can stop a 15 female bum rush to the ring?
No,
and then you see 2 girls are about to go around them, and then they stop, and then they jump right into the middle of the fray. I'm thinking to myself, like, dude, like, can you at least make
it's bad. It's bad. It's a bad visual because
it's a visual.
Listen, if I put John Cena and Brock Lesnar, 15 women, one is getting through.
I need the visuals. Is everything for me. The visuals gotta say
absolutely
makes sense. This visual was horrible. So then, one of the girls about to get in, and Easy Dane, who already had a match against Tatum Paxley, goes from the other side and jumps in. All right. So now the match goes. It goes like a really nice length. She does like a not a full power bomb, but she had her on her. She's gonna drop her like a power bomb, but she just literally.
I'm right there.
Just literally dropped her, so she falls down, and Tatum Paxley pins her. So now Tatum Paxley is the new women's North American champion now in NXT. So that's one shocker right there. So you go like, wow, okay, that's what nobody expected that. Not easy Dane, anyways. So now you have the main event of Femi against Leon Slater. Leon Slater being the champion, cruiserweight champion from TNA. At least TNA is already jumping into the right boat of getting a main event person on the main event show on NXT. Getting ready for next week's January 15th first episode live on AMC. So this is going to be huge for next week. So then you got Oba Femi against Leon Slater. Oba Femi, does his thing. Leon Slater takes him to the match. Oba Femi wins. All right. So now they do a cutback to the back, and you see Ava with a bunch of new prospects from Evolve, which is now which I call the AA show of WWE, which is on Wednesdays on Tubi. So now she's telling the people are moved up, and I need you guys now to see who's going to step up to take their spots here in NXT, which is going to be AAA. Now Robbie E goes to the back. Ava, did you see what Obi Femi just did in the ring? Nobody knows what he did because they caught away from what was going on. So they go back to the ring, and the NXT title is laying in the middle of the ring. Oba Femi's gone. So the belt is laying in the middle of the ring. Oba Femi relinquished the belt. And the belt is laying there, which means there's no champion now at NXT, which means Oba Femi just went up to Raw. Now you have Jordan Grace, Oba Femi, Javon Evans, your boy there, Mr. Bouncy, and Trick Williams are already in the main roster as of the last 2 weeks. Now, my thing is this. This is where they said they're getting rid of the draft. They said that it was already worn out, it was getting corny, and he got burnt out with the draft. So they're just going to be bringing people up just like that and just have them perform right there and just be a surprise instead of just always announcing who got picked to go where and where and where. So, which is cool. I like that. Now we have to see who is going to come up, who's ready to come up, because if whoever comes up, you're going to have to let people go, which means there's going to be a slew of talent being dropped coming soon, because there's people at NXT who've been there already for going on 3 years and they still haven't moved up. And you got a new class of Evolved people already ready to go up to NXT. So in doing that move, there's going to be some people from NXT who are going to go, oh, we're going to have to let you go. We don't see a future here with you here anywhere else. So I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of cuts NXT, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of cuts in the main roster of the new people going up, and then you have to get all the stale folk.
I didn't even think about that. God, I didn't even think about that.
Because I understand you're definitely gonna have to cut people for NXT. I understand that.
Yeah.
At the same time, there's gonna be some contracts who are gonna be coming up who are not getting renewed, and we're gonna find out if they don't get renewed. That means that they're not gonna get re-signed, which means that's a casualty right there. Oh, we're not gonna renew your contract, so But there's definitely gonna be folks getting cut, and there's gonna be folks who are going to lose their jobs in the next couple of months, especially before WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, I mean, but it makes sense, right? With what WWE is doing with NXT, and finally, because they sprinkled in NXT guys or girls really slow to the main roster, really slow. But you had way too many. Like, I mean, you had Vakor, you had Julia, you had Soruka. It was stacked. It's so stacked down there. Then you had Obi. You have Trick Williams, who's up, right? Like, so you have way too much. You got to bring them up. And then now you're sitting back going, well, we got to give them burn on the main roster. We got to see what they can do, right? And it's kind of the thing with Cena, who said, well, let's have a night where we see what the NXT guys can do against the veterans. And they showcase them. Now it's can you get a good thing out of whoever versus like, I'm not gonna say CM Punk and any Braun Breaker, because they're at the top right now. But you'll see these guys versus the AJ Styles. You know what I mean? Can they withstand it? What's next? Obi, I would say Obi. Oba, we think is a fucking star. Trick Williams, we were all fans of. I mean, this is not something new. Now, when you said Javon Evans, he's, to me, I don't want to say it. I think he's going to be a casualty of war at some point. I don't know why.
Be a what?
A casualty of war, right? Like, he's going to be the guy that he'll go up to the main roster, which he's shown potential, right? He had that match with AJ Styles and the other guy, but he's still an NXT guy, right?
He's signed with SmackDown, so he's going to be already up there.
Oh, okay, so he's officially up. I didn't know if that was just a one-off kind of thing.
Yeah, he signed with them last week, officially last week.
Oh, okay, so thank God, because he was making me nervous because you know how I think the world of that dude. I think that I want to see him versus a Dominic Mysterio, I would love to see him versus Rey Mysterio in a ladder match or some shit, right? Like, I just want to see this guy just let him rock. But when you said that, I'm like, damn, that's right, because all these guys kind of came up really quick recently. Some of these main roster people, they're out, right? Yeah. There's going to be people that they're going to find employment through like TNA or AEW or N.W.A, MLW, whatever. But there's going to be some surprise names because there always is one or two.
Yeah, I know, and everybody keeps saying about AEW. I don't think AEW is not the place that people want to be going now, because they're already stacked in the main event. And if you're a big name in WWE and you get released or whatever, if you got a couple of years, you're gonna go there. You're gonna do 1-2 storylines, and then they're gonna ship you to Ring of Honor,
which is terrible.
They still can't find a TV deal for Ring of Honor, and all they're doing is just doing matches, doing little storylines here in the back, and then the week that they say, oh, this pay-per-view is happening on this day for Ring of Honor, then that week is when all the matches are being set up just to finish the rest of the card. I mean, you don't want to be stuck with something like that you don't know, which show am I going to wrestle at?
See,
Wednesday, Saturday.
Like, and let's be honest here, right? Like, so, and I know you know AEW better than I do, of course you do. But if we're talking real and releases and where they might go, there are two girls' names that I'm going to say that were red hot on fire that both went to AEW and both really never did shit, especially one. Was Nuclear. Camille was the hottest free agent woman that was out. And not because we're fans of her, not because she was in N.W.A, because she put the time in and she was dominating. Every company wanted her. She signs there, and for whatever reason, she gets pushed to the back burner, right? You don't even wrestle.
Months? Yeah, like almost like 7 months into the contract when
nothing pops up as Sasha Banks is muscle or whatever, and really never did shit.
Yep.
Her body did shit, right? She became Kevin Costner without being cool enough to be Kevin Costner. So then we get Deonna Purrazzo, who was killing it in Impact Wrestling, TNA, whatever you want to call it. Goes to AEW. Crowd pops. Oh, Deonna Purrazzo in ROH. You have the girl that you're not that big of a fan of, La Huera Loca. Oh, shit.
Thunder Rosa?
No. La Huera Loca. She was in Impact. She had fun and everything.
Taya Valkyrie.
Taya Valkyrie, who got really tired of an MLW. Super talented. I'm not taking nothing away from her. I like her. She's a talented woman. She goes there. She's an ROH.
Yep.
Right? So there's so many talented people, you ain't seeing them on AEW. They're all getting sent to ROH. And wrestling is not like a sport, right? Where, like, say, if I'm a fan of a guy like Dion, who's been retired, I'll still say his name. One of the greatest cover corners, Deion Sanders, and people go, oh yeah, Dion, right? In wrestling, it's out of sight, out of mind. She's in ROH, that's the graveyard. No one is checking in on Ty to see what she's doing anymore. No one's checking on Camille because their brands take a hit because nobody sees them. And you know what happens? is we sit there, those girls start fizzling, and you know who comes onto the scene? Stephanie Vacour, killing it. I know she got the hurt ankle, maybe it's gimmicky stuff, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Julia, killing it, right? The girl that we were excited about, I think she's Brazilian. She was in my God, what's her name? Beautiful girl. She was with homeboy that we called the Ric Flair. Zeta Steel.
Zeta Steel.
Zeta Steel. She was over shit to China or Japan, wherever the hell she went. Got her shit in gear, comes back here, and she's doing her thing, right? So a lot of these girls
she was involved for almost a whole year. Her contract expired and she didn't resign. So now she's out here in free agent or whatever.
Yeah, but she honed her craft.
Yes,
she's getting her name bubbling, but with her, like everybody else, out of sight, out of mind, right? So you got to be careful.
Also Ring of Honor, also
in Ring of Honor, right? And the crazy part is she's young. That's where she should be, right? That's the level where I should be honing my craft, trying to get on AEW, trying to get on WWE, and at this point, like a TNA, because they're growing as well. So she deserves to be there, right? And I'm not saying she shouldn't be on AEW, WWE, or NXT. I'm just saying her development is now. So Ring of Honor makes sense. For these older girls, and I'm not saying they're ancient, but girls like Deonna Purrazzo, Camille, and Taya Valkyrie for sure have no place being in those kind of places. So y'all do what you want. Be careful where you sign because the money might be nice, but your brand is going to take a hit.
Yeah, and you have mentioned TNA. They got their grand premiere next Thursday on AMC, so it's already the 15th of January next week. So imagine that how fast the year is already going. So they already got that thing. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen there. If we see any NXT people going over there to the first show on TNA next Thursday. But I wanted to jump gears to what happened this past weekend. New Japan had their Wrestle Kingdom, and this was the 20th installment of Wrestle Kingdom under the the number name or whatever. But this was a fantastic show from start to finish, and I'll hit just the last two matches, but this is what I really want to go into. So you had the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion and the Global Heavyweight title being merged into one. So you had Yota Tsuji, which was he's the global champion, defeated Takeshita, the guy from AEW, who is the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion. Dude, this match was half an hour long.
Damn.
The way I love to half a minute. I mean, half an hour. Love it. That's always those type of mini events should be this long. So Yota Tsuji beat Takeshita. So now he's both the winner take all IWGP World Heavyweight Champion and the Global Heavyweight Champion. And then what he did was, when he won, there was a bag. I guess they brought a bag out. And when he pulled the bag and opened the bag, he had the original IWGP Heavyweight title there.
Whoa.
So he brought the original belt and not that weird looking one that they put in a couple of years back. They're trying to for today's folks, change the belt style. Sometimes you gotta leave the shit alone because the classic is better than the new stuff. So he brought that one back. The reason why I say his name is because we're gonna bring up in a couple of minutes. But the main event of the night. This was Okada, everybody know the Rainmaker, Kakushita Okada, going up against Hiroshi Tanahashi, meaning the superstar rockstar. Yeah. And this is his last match as an active wrestler. So basically the same thing with John Cena. It's his retirement match. This guy is big or as bigger than John Cena as a wrestler, but Japan. All over outside the United States. This guy is the Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, John Cena, The Rock, all put into one. Period. This guy is huge.
He's the greatest of all time to those people.
Yes. So basically, he's the president of New Japan Wrestling, and that happened last year. So then they started doing the tour to retire this year. All right. So this match went almost 35 minutes.
Damn. How old is he?
Almost almost 35 minutes main event. What it's supposed to do. I love this. Make it long. It's the same thing. How people complain. Who's gonna win? The younger guy or the other guy's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Is his last match? Is he gonna win his last match or is he gonna lose his last match? Okada hit him with the Rainmaker. Pinned him 1, 2, 3. So Okada won the match. And Tanahashi lost. Which people will complain is the same thing that happened with Cena on his retirement match. He lost. At least this one, he got pinned. He didn't get choked out or look out the camera or whatever like that. Now, what happens afterwards is the same thing that should have happened in Cena's retirement match. Right. Basically, no one came out. He's doing his thing, and then one by one, his biggest rivals that he ever had in the last 10, 15 years, those are the ones that individually came out.
Oh, I like that.
So you had Jay White, who's AEW guy. He came out. Who's hurt? Came out. Gave him, the bow. Gave him flowers or whatever. He left. Then you have two guys who no longer wrestle for New Japan, being Bushi and Naito, who was the leaders of the Ingobernables de Japón before their contract expired, and they left, and now they work for N.W.A, and they just won the tag team titles at N.W.A last weekend. So both of them came out with the N.W.A titles, just to show that with their titles. With their titles, they walked the aisle, went up there, did the bows, the bow, hugged them, gave them the flowers. Naito did the fist, the thunder for the dinner that was due, and he gave it back to him. Dude, classic moment. Kenny Omega with the tag team partner, it came out, the Golden Lovers.
The
other guy who's also hurt, and he's out for I want to say now, and he walked like he was hurt. So that dude's going to be out for a long time. And they did the same thing. The one that I liked was what's his name? He's part of the Ops. The crew, the Ops with Samoa Joe. And I forgot, I can't believe I forgot his name. Anyways, he came out. He took his shirt off, and they knew what was going to happen. He took his shirt off, and they traded chops. So they're both helping each other. Gave a big hug. Dude, this was so much classy. Them doing something and give him the time to soak it in with the wrestlers that did stuff for him in his career from the last 10, 15 years to the fans. He was able to sit there, take it all in. He did his classic rock and roll stance with the music to end it. But this was so classy on their part to do something like this. And you kind of wish you were like, damn, man, that would be cool if they would have done that shit with Cena. And they would have had The Rock come out. And The Undertaker, Stone Cold, guys that were seen as biggest rivals going forward, for all these 20 years. I would have loved to have seen Stone Cold come out.
Randy Orton, Orton, of course.
Angle, come out, give him a hug. And there's a difference between both cultures too, the United States. Yeah, we understand that. But it was amazing to see the level of respect of how much this guy has in a different country and how he gets treated. That was amazing. They had a record number of ticket sales. I think they hit over close to 60,000. It was sold out.
Oh yeah, of course with him, that's gonna do that.
Yeah. So this thing was sold out to the Raptors. This thing was amazing how they did that. And the reason why I brought that up is because shifting gears now, the new guy is the one who beat Takeshita for the global title. His name is Yota Suji. He's the leader of the Bullet Club. So the Bullet Club hasn't had a Japanese leader in years. For the simple reason, it's always been an American guy or a foreigner. You know, it was first. It was the guy Nakamura, Japan. Okay, I understand that. Then it was Prince Devitt Jr., who was Finn Balor. Right. Then you had Kenny Omega for a long time. Then you had AJ Styles for a while. Then you had, who was the last guy? Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes. I think Cody Rhodes was the last American. I'm sorry. And then Chase Owens there in Japan after Cody left or whatever.
Wait, was it? I don't know. He was. I was gonna say Regal's son, but he's not American.
No. But then now this guy, he's saying, I'm the new leader of the Bullet Club. He had the Bullet Club members with him out there in the back. And as of January 6th of 2026, Bullet Club no longer exists. So the Bullet Club name has been retired. The Bullet Club name has been closed. That chapter of all the Americans being the leader from the inception of Bullet Club. So now I want to say, 11, 12 years the Bullet Club has been out non-stop.
So my question to you is, what about the ones in AEW doing that Gun Club or Gold Club, Gold Club Gold or whatever? Like, how does that work?
Yeah, they're the Gold Club. They have nothing to do with the Bullet Club. Unless a Japanese guy from the group comes there and knowing some that, that's a different story. But right now, that's different from the Bullet Club itself. So now the Bullet Club name has been retired. Now they are called Unbound Corp. So like Unbound Corporation is the new name of the Bullet Club. So moving forward, January 7th, 2026, Bullet Club name has been retired.
Damn.
No more Bullet Club. Now the Bullet Club, we know the Bullet Club was information from the gang mentality. We all know the Four Horsemen being the gang mentality, being that, and then you had them going out there. The same thing with the N.W.A. The N.W.A. could have been, which is your favorite group, the N.W.A. N.W.A. could have been a humongous thing if it wasn't for their egos and injuries.
Also, they expanded way too many wrestlers.
Yeah, they got the black the how it started to then the
red and black
and then they back to the black and white. Then they joined together. Then they have the silver and black.
Yeah, some shit like that.
They
dropped the ball. It was all egos that destroyed that.
And I think the last one was the gold and black was Jeff Jarrett, Kevin Nash, and Bret Hart. And yeah, that was like the last leg. The people were leaving, people's contracts were expiring, the egos. It could have been so much more. But for that 1 or 2 years where Hogan was there and everything was cool, it was the best thing going in wrestling at that time.
Yeah, no question.
And then the Bullet Club, I think is the only. No, I want to say the Four Horsemen might be the longer that have been together from the 80s all the way down to like 2001.
Yeah,
I want to say like 80, 85, 86 when they were actually really formed to like 2001. Almost 15 years was the Four Horsemen, and the reason why because those who went out of business.
Yeah, exactly.
So who knows what would have been business. But the Bullet Club was like the second longest thing ever in wrestling was that. And now the name has been retired. Now it's called Unbound Corp. Was the new name. A lot of guys, there was a lot of churning during Wrestle Kingdom, a lot of backstabbing, A lot of people joining different places. So it was insane. I was on no dose that day because I was up. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was up. I started watching it the whole morning. Then I had my nurse that came to the house, OT and PT. Then they left, and then like an hour later, my nurse comes, and then work at that same after she left, not working. So I was on no dose on Monday, bro. I was like barely keeping my eyes. I'm like, holy shit, like, what the hell is going on? Like
That's why
all the numbers.
We didn't record yesterday on Tuesday, and this man needed that sleep yesterday.
Yes, I did do because I was passed out a lot of times yesterday. The nap just kept coming in and out. Well, yeah, so New Japan right now was crazy. DDT Wrestling was crazy. They had a lot of good stuff going on this weekend. Leading up to, oh wow, the Stranger Things with WWE, and it was a major letdown. And then you come back on Tuesday. You come back on Tuesday and you have NXT, which is your AAA base, do a better presentation of their wrestling and their storylines than your main flagship show did.
Yeah.
So that to me is insane. But thank goodness that at least at the end of the month, and I think we told it yesterday, or the 29th, I think we said about the MLW show.
Yeah.
Was it the 29th when I told you that?
It's the 29th, right?
Was it the 29th?
Hold on.
I'm looking at it right now.
Kissimmee.
Yeah, the 29th.
Okay, so 29th, and they're going live, right? They're going live, so we'll go live. It's God willing, depending on what the hell happens from now to then.
So that's gonna be on a Thursday. And it's Orlando, so it should be between 7 and 8 o'clock.
No, it's Kissimmee. It's in Kissimmee, not Orlando.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kissimmee. What is it in Kissimmee in Orlando?
Nah, hell nah.
Kissimmee's not in Orlando?
No. Bro, Kissimmee's where Disneyland is. Orlando's Universal. Disney's not in Orlando. Disney's in Kissimmee, Florida.
Who's talking about Disney?
Because it's in Kissimmee. I'm saying it's its own thing.
Oh, I thought Kissimmee was in Orlando.
No. Orlando's Orlando. Kissimmee's Kissimmee.
But even when you write letters, isn't it Kissimmee, Orlando?
No, Kissimmee, Florida.
Kissimmee, Florida. I'm sorry, Jesus Christ. See, I'm still waking up.
Listen, this man did one crazy. It's wild because Alex asked me like a few months ago. He was like, yo, because I don't remember what the hell we were playing, some video game. And he was like, let's just pull an all-nighter. I was like, are you fucking crazy? You know how I look at 3, 4, 5 in the morning? Like, all-nighter my ass.
All-nighter? Boy, I haven't done that all-nighter since in my 20s. And I still need a power nap.
Word. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I'm not doing no all-nighter. You're bugging. Trying to tell
I remember doing the all-nighters. I remember those days.
Yeah, of course. Listen, we were all young, dumb, and all that other good shit, but listen, we're too old. I'm 46. He's 50. It's I wasn't gonna air you out.
Okay. A young 53.
I respect his age, and I'm not gonna air him out his age. But ain't none of us doing no overnight shits. And if MLW, we were struggling. Listen, if you watched our lives, them shits ending at 12 o'clock at night, we were like, oh my God, yo.
And you're like, why is this thing? Because, Vegas or LA time, it's 12 o'clock. I'm like, damn. All I know is that MLW, they already mentioned that the Chicago show in February already sold out.
Oh, yeah, they always do good in Chicago with the lucha.
Yes, the Cerro Stadium. And how they did the last show with the new cameras thing that they have, a new system. I'm looking forward to how they start the new year.
Actually, hold on. We got one thing to talk about before we get up out of here, MLW wise.
Okay.
So, you know me. I'm contra unit biased. the big homie is Josef Samael the Sheik,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So we see Ikuro Kwon tell Madge Kruger, yo, such and such wants you to talk, to speak, and take the mission. He's like, nah, I ain't doing it. I'm telling you right now, the real El Jefe is coming back. The man who took over MLW, his reign was crazy. We are going to see Josef Samael back. And when he comes back, I hope he brings a real contra unit with him, not this bullshit that they've been going through. And the cinematic value that we've been seeing, like you just said, with the cameras and how they're doing everything. Paul Walter Hauser has been doing a phenomenal job with MLW because we see the change where they brought other people in. And you really it just seems like they were there. Paul Walter Hauser is bringing a different cinematic view of how we're watching this and enjoying the process. I want to see how Josef Samael comes in, and he's got to take out the monster, right?
And then you said that, and my mind just went into overdrive because I just popped up into the thing in my head. So how basically this was, one gave him the computer, he sat down, did the thing, there's a message, you did this, you did this, you did this, you did this, and the last thing being you won the world title. And the next job is to take over MLW for 500K or more.
Yeah.
Accept. And he goes, no. And he goes, like, why? He said, all I care about now is this. Mm-hmm. It's the title. So now when you were talking about that, my mind just exploded. What happens if they have some new wrestlers coming out in the Battle Royal? So this is a Battle Royal. Whoever wins gets the title shot. So now Josef comes back. He might be in the Battle Royal, or he has some new guys coming in, and whoever wins is part of that new contra unit. And then he comes out, it's me, this is my guys, we're coming for the belt. You messed up because you declined the job. Now we're going to destroy you and take MLW over with the belt.
Talk to me, baby. Talk to me, baby. This is what I'm talking shit that I get excited for. This is the shit that I get excited for. Listen, you know I'm going to tag them in this. I'm going to fuck it on Facebook, Instagram, everything. And this is what I tell people too. We have a lot of fun with this. This is a lot of years. And we're not saying this is going to happen. But it makes sense in our mind, right?
My mind exploded when you said that.
And that's the thing. Like,
you see the light bulb shine
with YouTube. Yeah, the light is right behind your head too. You got the little thing. This is the shit that I try to tell people all the time with how we do shit. I know a lot of people's attention span isn't for actual content and smart ideology when it comes to what we talk, right? A lot of people want to see two people like ourselves and they argue all day, right? I'm not hearing no shit, yelling, acting foolish, and acting stupid. One, we're too old for that corny shit. And two, I can't sit down and watch a fool do stupid shit. Now, I know you like that one fool that does the fuck this shit thing, and I can't, that fucking guy drives me nuts.
Who?
He's the one who goes, fuck this shit, or whatever he says. He's a little chubby white guy who fucking throws himself into like microwaves and shit.
Yeah, I don't know what his name is. Like, he goes out for all the juggalos and juggalettes.
Yeah.
Bro, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, stop, you guys stop doing this shit, bro. Stop holding this.
But
I was still creating crazy lately, so I don't know if you're still doing that or not.
This is what we give you. We give you what we feel, what our brain is telling us while we go. Listen, we don't even have a fucking itinerary.
No.
Right? Like, we just jump in this shit and fucking happens. I'm just telling you, check our resume, look at the interviews we have, look how we respect this industry, and we hit a lot. We've hit a lot on the stuff, and this shit happens, right? Like, are we wrong sometimes? Yeah. I mean, shit. Even a broken clock is right twice a day. You know what I mean? Like, but we hit a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like we do pretty well at this shit, and we got like a fucking 100 years, not 100, so we got over 60 years of wrestling knowledge, way over. You know what I'm saying? Like
between both of us, between both of us, like almost 90.
Almost 90 years. Almost 90 years of wrestling information in these two cabezas, right? Like, come on, man. Y'all know what it is, man. At that 1K, listen, I'm telling you, when I seen that 1K, and I got it, I actually made my wife a shirt. I ordered it. It's going to come. So we were at 999. Yes. And I'm like, damn. So my wife is like, I already followed you. Bodega Wrestling. I was like, wait, you don't know we're Urban Wrestling Network? She goes, well, we watch it together. I'm like, wait, you never subscribed? Go check your phone. She goes on her phone. Bing, 1K. I'm like, no fucking way. This guy, he's like, oh, you got to. I'm like, she already got me. He's like, that's a bogus. That's not even a consolation prize. I'm like, damn.
Yeah,
right?
Consolation prize.
I had to make her Urban Wrestling Network shirt. It says UWN. I'll show you the picture when it's really cool. It's got little like cherry blossom flower things on it. Looks super.
You put down 1K subscriber.
No. I what I have, I don't. I know 1K is in there, but it's in the bottom. It's like a little thing on the bottom, and it says 1K in it, and it looks cool, but it's got the cherry blossom thing. So she's our 1K subscriber. If we start getting a lot of comments, this is what I actually want to tell you about. There's a really cheap way of us being able to. So if you guys watch this and start leaving comments, I got to say this in the beginning next time. Once a month, we'll pick out the coolest comment. I'll make a shirt and I'll send it to you myself. Because it's super cheap and I could make whatever cool logo and you'll have an Urban Wrestling Network shirt. So I'll start saying that in the beginning. But y'all start leaving comments. Coolest comment stays. I don't care what you say.
I'm gonna start leaving comments. So
No. We're exempt from it.
Aww. I want a cool shirt.
No. We don't get that privilege. This is our shit.
Boo.
So listen, like, subscribe, share, all that good shit. I don't know if I said that before. For the first time ever, we're actually under 50 minutes. How this man goes, ain't much news. Somehow we still almost hit an hour. So,
hey,
listen, it is what it is. We'll find out. Like I said, hopefully at the end of the month, we're both doing really well. And we go live for MLW. And it'll be earlier, so it won't be too late. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully, and it is Battle Riot, so what we just said might happen. All that good shit. For me, this man, we out of here.